Boom! Live and direct. Hey! Yes! Think of your fellow man. Lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. It's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. If the things go by, seeing the children cry, put a little love in your heart. Oh yeah. If you want them to know, you won't let it grow. No little love in your heart will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see what they see. And me, you just wait. Take a good look around. Put a little love in your heart. I'm here, live and direct. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart. The world would be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you. Me. Oh, I had that in the background too. Oh, we had it playing twice in the background. That's good. I'm here, live and direct with you again. Almost lost my voice singing. I was singing for the last 15 minutes. Almost lost my voice, but I'm here, live and direct. You should hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Jenny, your host. Boom! It's a boom thing. We keep it booming. I told you. We gotta keep it booming and shining. That's the order of the day. Shine on, because you're truly a gem. Don't be afraid to shine. You're a gem. So you have to shine on. It's your duty as a gem to shine on. So that's what you are. So do the work that half experience life. I think it's gonna touch a few of us here today that half experience life, because that's pretty much what we do. We experience life, but half. Not that we don't experience it. It's not that I've never, like, even if I would have ended up my life not waking up the way I did, I would still have experienced life, for sure. But in a halfway, it's not because we're not alive and awake. You are alive and awake if you listen to me right now, but it's just that we don't stretch out. We don't go to the maximum of our potential. We are afraid of success. I think that's what it is. I think it's more afraid of success than failure. Because failure, like I say all the time, if you keep trying, you cannot fail. So as long as you keep trying, you can fail. So it's more success. We're afraid what we can become, how powerful we can, what we can bring into the world, and all this. And yeah. So the half experience life. It's very important to not focus on the half experience life. We need half experience life. We need more than that, definitely. And you cannot count on Babylon to give you the experience you need to grow. So you gotta go like above that illusion and really get in touch with the full life, the full spectrum that life has to offer, all the stuff it has to offer, all the vibration, all the abundance. And again, I'm not talking abundance in money. That is not my goal. I just need enough to survive, like all of you. It's not my goal to acquire a castle. No, I want a barn. a bar and renovated, but no, it's abundance to me comes in the way of blessings. You know, the abundance, you're gonna, first of all, you're gonna have a lot of great people coming your way. Not just that is a blessing. Just the network I am developing now and the people that I have around this, just that is a blessing. Just that for me is the reward in itself. The connection I have with other people, the work that you do to connect, to create those connections. Sometimes, you know, this, you don't need to. Sometimes you're gonna be closer to someone you just met. Like I felt closer to Balik that I met for 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes talking with him than some people that I meet in life. So the connection, sometimes when you're on the same mindset, the connection can be very, very deep. You can sense it deep. So that's what we need to sense with each other, that deep connection, that not only that connection inside the ego, and you know, it's rising above all this. It's even not even involving yourself in the equation. I think that's the best. That's the best. Yeah. Do not even involve yourself. It's not about you. It's about us. That's what I see. So that's what I try to align myself more and more with oneness in the moment. You know, oneness is good, but I think we should get everything that we do pretty much, because why we live an half experience life. I'm going to give you my idea of this. Why it happened to me? It's because, first of all, yeah, we don't stretch too much. We're in fear. We're afraid of a lot of stuff. But not only that, is I think there's a blockage also at one point. There's once you get so comfortable in the routine of your everyday life, there's like a blockage that installed at one point, and that's all you can see. That's all you see. So you don't try to reach out of that zone that you're in. So it's very important to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. You know, to get, I don't know if it's enlightenment or something like that. Could be considered as enlightenment on something like that. But we need something. We need a lightning bolt of something in the head to wake us up, to put us on our purpose track, on the mission. I don't know and again, there it's just, I think, experience you develop in life. It's just experience. As much experience as you get, the more experience you get, the more wisdom you get. So if you live an half experience life, which is pretty much like the default state, the default state is the half experience state of life, and you're gonna get experience, but you're gonna get experience always stuck in time. Like I was gonna say before, it's very important to detach ourselves from that timing stuff, that timing, because it takes timing, but it's nature timing. It's not the same as so that timing also takes of the now. Everything that takes us out of the moment. You know, life is a series of moments. And everything that takes us out of the moment makes us experience life halfway, because we're there, but we're not there with our minds. Very often, that's why when you have moments, like life is just a series of moments, and when you have moments of greatness, moments of joy, moments of like here right now, what I'm doing is really a moment. I got to be present here to be able to deliver what I want to tell you. But if I'm not present, if my mind is somewhere else, I'm going to lose track of my thought and stuff. So I got to be very present. And that will permit me to experience life to the fullest. The more I become present in the moment, the more you become present in the moment, with the present moment, without anything coming towards your freaking head and stuff. You're present in the moment, nothing to disturb your mind. You're gonna experience life a great deal. But this is that state that is hard to get, because there's always something to take us out of the moment, whether it's distraction or something else. It can be anything that doesn't make you experience the present moment to the fullest, with your full concentration, your full presence and power. All is to make you live an half experience life. So to get the full experience of life, to me, to get the full experience of life, you must be present in the moment. And that is not something you get from snapping your fingers and say, oh yeah, I'm here. No, because very much times that I try to be very, very present, I always have something coming through my mind, something to disturb my. So this is a big, big work to do on ourselves, to be present, to be, and it's big. It looks very easy to say, oh, we're present. No, I'm talking present without worries in your head, without all kinds of idea coming through your head, and be really immersed in the present with the person that talked to you, listening to them, and really absorbing each and every word, each and every breath they take. And, you know, this is, to me, being very present. And then when you get to that state, the moments can last long. It's timeless. This is where you can start bending time if you're present in the moment, because you're not so much stuck in that time stuff. That's the way I see it. That's how I bend time. If I'm present in the moment and I can really, really stretch those moments to have an experience with it, not a half experience because I'm a half present. You know what I mean? So the presence in the moment is all that there is. It's all that there is, the here and now. What else there is? So if I'm not present here, fully with my conscience, with my all my might and my power and my presence, what am I going to experience? Half thing. I'm going to experience something, but not fully, because the body is there, but the mind is not there, and it's not aligned. That's the way I see it. Anyway. Yeah. Laptop mic on. Oh, okay, echo. Yeah. Oh, okay. Before, when I was singing, that was my other computer. The mic was on, the speaker was on. I always forget. Anyway, we're not I'm not here to put a show on. I don't do this to put a show on. I just do this to pump my vibe, to really. It's a personal thing. It's not so much for people to see me singing. I don't give a shit about that. Man. It's just to really enter in a good spirit and a good. But yeah, I like singing for sure. I sing all day long. I sing all the time. All the time I listen to music in my car. You should see me in my car. In my car, I freaking yell. I yell in the street. I yell they hear me everywhere where I go in my car. I fucking have music blasting, and I freaking yell the lyrics of the. Yeah, sometimes it's not sometimes. Always I listen to music that is inspiring. I listen to stuff that inspire me. You have to listen to stuff that inspire you. Keep stuff around you that inspire you, not stuff that brings you down to make you have an half experience life. You know, also when something inspires you a lot, you're gonna get a lot of strength from this, and it's normal. Still sounds weird. Oh, okay, I know why. You were hearing me, but very weird, because yesterday, that's what I did. You were probably hearing me, but through it's not even plugged in. It's not even plugged in. I was talking through it. It wasn't even plugged in. You see, that's what it is when I wasn't fully present, because if not, I would have noticed it. So you see, I still get caught up into those shit. Hold on, let me set it up. Default microphone, USB device. Now you should hear me good. Haut-parleur, USB device. Now you should hear me perfect. That's good. You see, I'm learning every day, but the other day, the same thing happened. I unplugged it. Now I'm going to check if everything's plugged in, but I'm too excited to come here. I'm too excited when I come and see you, so I don't check. I just want to jump in. I thought the microphone was plugged in, but I unplugged it yesterday to listen to my Danakil video on the laptop, see what it looked like, and I forgot to plug it back in. So yeah, okay, you must hear me better. It must have been weird, the sound before. Especially when I was yelling and singing and that thing was going in background with it. Yeah. Nope, look again. What, it's no good? Il vient de comprendre. It's okay here. Yes, okay. You hear me good? Okay.
Ah, des fois, je suis dur de compreneur, je suis dur de la feuille, ça me prend du temps avant de comprendre. Mais à la fin, je comprends, puis là, I understood that I had it plug in, so. Okay, let's keep going. Were you hearing me still? Before, when I was talking, you were hearing me? Or you want me to start again everything that I said before? I hope you were hearing me. If not, I'm going to start back what I say because, no, it's okay. Perfect. Okay, I'll take it as a yes. But yeah, the half experience life. Let's go back on my subject that I was talking to you about. The present moment, being present in the moment, you see, just that. If I would have been totally present, check my stuff, and no, I'm too excited. The excitement also can take you out the moment. You know, the excitement for something, and that's very true because the other night I was with Danakin and I was very excited, and there's all kinds of, I should have told him, I should have went on, like started a certain way, like I seen what I've done, and I would have done another way, but you know, that's the excitement, and the excitement also can take you out the moment, can make you fuck up your shit. So you have to be, even with the excitement of the moment, you have to be very, very, very focused, and that's what I try to be, not to let emotion get through me, because I was very excited the other night there. Come on, I was meeting Balik and Natija from Danakil. Hello. So I was very excited, not that I put them on a pedestal, but to me, they're great people, and just to give time to go interview them like this before their concert, I was very grateful. I was very, very grateful. This is what the emotion I had, but also I could not let like the overexcitement and that stuff get to me, because if not, you lose focus. So it's a man is just a man after all. That I know. Today I have no problem with that. It's just I'm always excited. You know, that was something new for me. So I was for sure excited, but I'm gonna get a better equipped to do those interview on the road like this. I'm planning on getting a two big microphone with a big yellow mumut on top. One with a big yellow mumut written The Truman Show, and another red with a big yellow mumut written The Truman Show in yellow. And I'll go around with that, and this way we'll have both our microphone with another kind of camera than my GoPro, and something with a light on it. Like I'll get a little bit better equipped, because I like to do this. I like to do those videos, those interviews, and so eventually the stuff I get to see what I need. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I told you from day one. I want to figure it out, but you see, I went there with my GoPro. Just like that, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna try." And you know, you do stuff, you try, and if it doesn't work well, you redo it. And I don't let myself discourage because the sound wasn't super good, or I know I have to get it better, and I will. It's just I don't freak out with that. To me, in a way, it's just to me the experience was for me to be there, having that experience. Then I share it with the world, but it's not to share it with the world in the first place. Is for me to have the experience, the interaction with them, and they feel the vibe of the place and all this. That's what I wanted. But then after I share it, but it's not the ultimate goal. Yes, to probably put it online because I have a Truman Show that I want to put them on. But I mean, it's to have that experience and to be fully having that experience. So yes, we heard it all. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because we don't want to have just half experience stuff. We want to experience life to the fullest, but for that, we need full presence and full power. Full power also. Full power, that's another thing that's hard to go get. We have to work on ourselves each and every day to cultivate that power, to cultivate that strength, because strength will give you power. If you're strong, you have the power to lift things. Same thing. If you become strong with your mind, you'll lift the whole world with you. And that's what you got to work on yourself to get to that point. That's what I'm doing. You know, my life's not a joke. From the point that I woke up, I said, that's enough now. The fucking nonsense and the distraction and all the stuff, the nonsense friends and the stuff that I was doing that wasn't really supporting a journey to greatness. I discarded it, and now I want to immerse myself day after day in the present moment, and in the present moment also, not because it's good to have a vision. You should have a vision of what you do. But you don't get so lost in that vision, because if not, you're not present in the moment, and everything is in the moment for you to grow, for you to expand, for you to feel. It's in the moment. So if you're always in your vision and you know, often I will sit at my desk and I have vision of stuff, but I come back in the present. You know, that's what people do often. People that are very successful have a vision, for sure, but they always come back in the present, always bring back their present in the present moment, because they know that everything happened there. Everything happened in the present moment. And if you're not in touch with that present moment, you will not experience life to the fullest and become the fullest of the story, of your story. You know, that's important that you develop your own story here. You want to have a story, you know, you want to not only their story, but your story, your own legacy, your own salvation. Salvation, you know, that's what I'm walking through, is toward a salvation, so I can leave this place and say salut. Tu sais, c'est créer un salut, c'est ça. Salut, mais que je parte, ça va être salut. Tu sais, ça va être parce que vraiment, je vais être, I'm going to have created that salvation state, and I'm going to be able to say salut tout le monde. Because I'm going to have really work on myself. But it's not going to happening from one day to another. You know, every breath you take after you're awake, after you're awake, after you do prise de conscience, comment on a dit l'autre jour là, que ça s'appelait prise de conscience? Prise de conscience, comment on a dit ça l'autre jour? When you start thinking, when you start thinking for yourself, okay, let's put it this way, when you start thinking for yourself, a lot of things will change. A lot of things will change that you never anticipated they could change. And that's a lot to do also with anxiety, and all that stuff can be there. When we're stuck into a depression and stuff like that, often it's because the thoughts we have in our heads are very negative, very take us out, make us signed out. You know, too many of us signed out too early. You know, also, that's the other thing. We don't have to sign out. We can. I think it's always possible, even in a state of really depression and stuff like that, to bring someone back to reality. I think that's what I say often to people that have depression and they're down with life. Just let me go talk to them. Please let me go talk to them. But sometimes I want to act like the savior, like that, like I think I can save people, but then I come back to reality. I'm telling to myself, I cannot save them. I can inspire them, but that's if they seek inspiration. Because if they are stuck in their bubble of all the anxiety and all that stuff, the negative vibration, it's very hard for you to change them. So they have to want. So people that seek, like you here, or other people that seek inspiration, it's because we want to change. We want to change. We don't want to freak out with the change, but we want to change. And I don't tell you to freak out also. Realize the state that you're in, your evil ways and stuff, and gradually starve them. You don't have to freak out with this. Like, it's not a race. It's not a race. Personal mastery is not a race. That's the rat race. That's fun. Leave the rat race in Babylon. Personal mastery is not a race. It's a timeless thing. It's something that you cultivate each and every day. Each and every day. If you keep your focus, if you keep your attention in the present moment, you will grow a lot. That will change your life. Just cultivate that presence. Just cultivating that presence in the moment, and really appreciate the people around you to just that the unpresence in the moment, the half experience life make us half experience our children too. That's very profound, but sometimes we have children, but we don't really get in touch with them because we're not present. We keep nagging, we keep emphasizing bad vibration and stuff. So we're the experience that we have with our children during the time they grow up is very little sometimes, because we're not present. We're all not only not present physically, but not present mentally. So what do we give? What kind of guidance we give our children with that? What kind of guidance? What kind of voice do they hear if you're totally absent? Think of your children. Think of your children if you have children That's important to me. That's my focus, is to wake up those kids and put them on track. I don't want them to be swallowed by Babylon and that they end up drone robots. No, I want to empower them, to tell them, build your own thing, be an entrepreneur. Don't let yourself, drown in Babylon like all the other slaves. You don't have to be a slave. You don't have to be a slave here. You can design your life, but that takes effort. That takes effort and dedication and focus and no distraction, no nonsense from Babylon. And then it's easy. I'm telling you, it's not so hard to rise to the top because everyone's at the bottom. Everyone enjoys the bottom. Everyone is comfortable. They're comfortably numb. So you can easily move out the crowd, do your thing, little by little, do your thing. No one will bother you because everyone is sleeping anyway. No one will bother you. You can do your thing gradually. Take the steps to that inner state of success, and nobody can stop you. Only you. That's stopping you right now also. That's stopping me in many ways. I know it, and I'm working each and every day on myself to slay those demons inside and, to be more focused. Me, it's just I need more focus. But I am very, very focused. You're going to say, hey, that guy is like super focused. What he's talking about. But no, focus is something you have to really work at it every day, because that I know I can be very vulnerable when it comes to focus. Yeah, I can be very, very vulnerable, and all of us too, because of the distraction and temptation and seduction and all the good stuff, by the good stuff that we think it's good in Babylon that makes us have pleasure and stuff. Like we've named it. So much of our lives goes unnoticed. We miss the sunrises and sunsets. That's true. We don't sense how we're feeling for hours and often day at a time. We didn't see the kind stranger help the elderly man cross the street. We miss that appreciative smile of our spouse's face. We didn't sense our coworker desperation because we never paused to look her in the eye and ask about her day. Locked indoors and hidden behind machines, we missed the entire season. The winter passed and we didn't play in the snow. The spring bloomed and we overlooked the flowers. The summer and the fall passed so quickly and we don't even remember the trees changing or feel satisfied with the time we spent outside. Each day there are a million divine wonders, acts of human kindness, and beautiful sights. Yet we are too checked out or busy thinking about yesterday or tomorrow to even sense the magic. Cannot even sense the magic. Imagine. And there's magic in the world. For those who are willing to see there is magic. There is magic. It's all around you. And once you start, every time I talk about this, I laugh because that's what I'm using. Really, the power of attraction, the power of your mind, and all this. You can do magic with this. You can do magic. You can make things happen. Things that it's gonna bring you to places you've never been. You've never been. We mustn't be so numb and absent-minded. So we're absent-minded. Absent-minded, not present with the moment, and that takes us out a great deal. The worries of life takes us out. All our little worries, our little everyday thing. If we're not focused, if we don't develop that strength, that focus, that inner warrior attitude for life, we're gonna be our soul's gonna be captured and. You're not going to create anything living. It's going to be pretty much like you're born dead with life, I told you. So if you want to experience life to the fullest, you got to wake up. You got to wake up. I have to wake up more and more. And, waking up is an everyday work too, because you can go back to sleep anytime. I can. Before you get to that point that you fully experience life very, very deep, you have to get in touch with a lot of stuff. Life is bigger than your life. Life is bigger than my life. Life is bigger than all our lives. That's for sure. We're all sitting comfortably now in our palace, thinking that this is life. Hello. We all know deep down inside that there's a misalignment with life. That life is bigger than our life. Life is not our little every day in our box, and life is bigger than that. For me, life is bigger than that. That's the kind of life I want to get. I don't want to live in the wood. I don't want to live in the wood away from my brothers and sisters. I want to inspire people and just keep doing my thing, and but the goal is not to expatriate myself somewhere to not experience, because I've experienced what we have to determine what is life. Also, we're talking about life. What is life? Life is us. So I've experienced life. You have experienced the people too. Not only the life in itself that you have, but life is everything that's around you. So you have experienced it too. You have experienced nature, because you don't go out and sun gaze or stargaze or and nothing of that. You stay in your box comfortably numb. So you don't experience nature. You experience it half. So all this stuff that life has to offer, you experience it half. The people is life. The animals is life. We're afraid of them most of the time. We're afraid of spider. Imagine. So imagine. So the fear goes far. Life is. That's it. Life is certainly the nature for sure. The animals, the people. So all this we experience at F. Bozo's in the house. Hi, Bozo. How are you, my brother? Good? Perfect. Yo, overs! Bozo! Bozo the clown! Planted many seeds over 40 years. Got irons in every fire. So now await breakthrough. That's it. Hi, Bozo. Bozo's indigenic. Hi. Hi, Red Rose. Red Rose Rocker. Always here, eh? That's good. Alcoholics should be taken out of our society. This is my conclusion on alcohol. Yeah. But alcoholic, I think they should take alcohol away. I think they should just. But again, because alcohol is it's not something that comes in nature. You have to really distill it and do a big process to get a shot of rum. And rum doesn't grow on tree, obviously. The stuff to make the rum, the potato and stuff. Yeah, they use the veggies and fruits and stuff, but they have to ferment it, and it's a big process. So it doesn't grow on tree. It's not very natural. If maybe you can get the effect of alcohol maybe with fermented fruit in nature. But I don't know if it can. I don't know if alcohol can happen in a natural process in nature. I don't think so. But like cannabis, well, you can take the plant, cut it, and let it dry in nature and smoke it or eat it or whatever. It's natural. It's right there. You can even cut it and eat it like that. But alcohol does it. So yeah, to me, alcohol shouldn't even be legal. It shouldn't even be there. It's a destruction of mankind. I don't know why we. But anyway, it's numbing them from reality. They become numb from reality, and that's what they want. That's what they want. People that are alcoholics, the people that are alcoholic cannot accept themselves. If you can accept yourself, you'll not drink your ass off every fucking day like a drunk. Me, I cannot see why people are so misaligned that they need to get drunk each and every day. There is people like that. There is people. Me, okay, you're going to say, why? You get stoned every day. Yeah, but I don't lose my head over being stoned. Do you think being drunk, I could come and talk to you here like that? No, but being stoned, I can smoke a pound of weed and I'll still talk straight. So what's the problem? Make me smoke a pound of weed in half an hour, I'll still talk straight. I will still be here talking to you with the same speech, maybe a bit slower, but I'll still talk. So, but alcohol, give me 1, 2, 3 beer. Give me 3 beer, and I'm not here. So it's very, and I don't like the effect. I took one the other day when I was at the bar for the show. I had a beer and I felt weird. I felt all dizzy, and I like, that's not for me. I see it more and more that it's not for me, because I take one now and it's like giving me some kind of headache, or I don't know. I don't like the feeling. I like the taste. The thing is, I like the taste of beer, but maybe I'll take the one without the alcohol now, because I just like the taste of beer. So I'll just take the one without the alcohol. There you go. I found the solution. But yeah, kombucha. Kombucha is very good. I like it. Aramula fruit gets you drunk. Oh yeah. Ah, I heard that they make a drink with that, but I don't know if it can happen normally in nature like that. Like kombucha, same way fermented. Watch monkeys eating aramula fruit. You'll be surprised. Oh yeah. Ah, I didn't know that. That's good, Cindy. Thanks. Fermentation is natural, but liquor stores and breweries are not nature. Okay, fermentation is can happen naturally in nature. So the fruit produce alcohol, possible. That's what I thought too. Like if you leave apple on, I don't know, does it have to be have a closed environment for fermentation to happen, for the process to happen? But I saw squirrels get drunk eating old apples from a crate. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. They left the old apples in a crate and they get rotten and all this. Then they get very, very, maybe the sugar turns into alcohol at one point. I don't know. But because alcohol is a food poisoning, I think also. So if you have rotten apple, fermented, that's what I think they call fermented when it goes rotten. So maybe at that point you can get drunk from them. But it must be very nasty to eat. That's why they have to really make it a process to, I guess, take out the impurities and just keep the alcohol from that process or something. I don't know. I'm not very educated in alcohol. I'm more educated in cannabis. In cannabis, I can talk to you about a lot of stuff, but in alcohol, it's never been really my thing. It's wicked. It's evil. It's fucking like I see it in the bar scene how evil it is too. All the people drunk and keep drinking and they want more and more. And I could see it the other day. I went in a bar and I see what it is. To me, it's very. That's why. But this is the system that we have. We produce music in bars and stuff, and it can. That's anyway. But that's a whole other subject. That's a system designed that way, and people doing it this way. I cannot. That we have to change our ways and stop drinking, and just have not bars, but bars, but with cannabis, and I don't know something. We get everybody stoned instead of getting everybody drunk. That's the kind of society I would like to see. Is a society without alcohol, and if you have a clutch, you want to decompress from Babylon. Well, you smoke weed. You can eat it, the weed. You don't have to smoke it. Then you can take edible, and it's the same thing. Even better. I prefer the edible stuff, and then we have a society that's no more drunk and losing its way. And alcohol can make you do very bad stuff. It alters your personality. It's gonna make you possessed by another entity. That's what it is. Alcohol. If you look at the name, I think in the etymology or something, and it really says it. The definition. I think it's possessed by another entity, and that's what it is. I can see it sometime after a beer that I start acting differently. You act differently when you drink. You don't act the same as when you're sober, for sure. And even after one beer, sometime you're gonna start acting differently, and your tone of voice is gonna raise, or there's more not more aggressivity, but more. But some people develop a lot of aggressivity with alcohol. Also, that's the other thing. They become very violent. Because they're possessed. They're possessed. That's why they like it. They don't mind that there's alcohol. They don't care. They just want us to kill they just want to kill us all, and that we kill ourselves, so that in the process, slow death. They don't want us in the ground absolutely, but they want us dead while we're alive. So all these stuff is there to make you dead while you're alive and have enough experience life, so you don't experience life. But that's not really what they want, but that's a system designed like that, and you want it also because you don't do nothing to get out of there, and you enjoy it. You enjoy the alcohol and all the leisure and pleasure, and often you're stuck in there. I'm watching Drunk Elephants right now. Thankfully, I was never exposed to alcohol in that manner. No one in my family drinks. I've grown to despise drunks, liars, the lot. But this is something that we pretty much. Oh, many of us had to deal with the alcohol. Me, it's my father is an alcoholic, big time. Like it's crazy. He can't go without a beer. he used to put his beer in a coffee mug. So I've had that all my life around me. People that drink. All my whole family is our drinker. My grandmother is over 100 years old, and she still takes her shot of gin. So they're all drinkers. So I had it around me a lot. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Where's the camera? Yeah, okay. So when you have it around you, I had to do a little motor run check. No, when you have it around you, growing up all your life, like me, often you don't want to go there. You don't want to. J'ai vu les ravages. J'ai vu les ravages que l'alcool peut faire dans une famille. I seen it in my own. It made my parents split and all that because my father was a lot into alcohol, so and bars and stuff at my age. At the age I am today, he was in the bars, and I can see myself doing that because come on, I love the people and I love to chill. But I know this is not the vibration that I need. That's not the kind of people that I want to chill with. People on alcohol, and I don't know. To me, it's very evil. So I stay far from people that are drunk and stuff, because I know you cannot. Anyway, that's not my kind of vibe at all. And I've seen it. So I've seen the damage it can do. Honey wine. I've tried the honey wine. There's a place right here at the corner. They have honey wine. It's very good. Very, very good. The honey wine. It's called I think I had a bottle somewhere. I bought one the other day because I've never seen it, and I'm like, to Kim, I said, "Oh, we should try this. It must be good. It's very good, but it's not something I go like. I like ice wine. But I don't have it at home. Like, it's not something I buy and I put my focus on really the alcohol. But yeah, I honey wine, and they make wine with everything. They turn everything into alcohol. It's not. That's a society that loves alcohol. Everybody likes to be drunk, and it seems that it's the fashion to drink, and it's fashion. It's like smoking and drinking. I don't know. It's something that we do, and we do unconsciously, and it's a society now that everywhere there's alcohol, and it's becoming normal to get drunk but not normal to get drunk, but normal to drink. It's normal to drink. It's socially accepted, but other stuff are not, because other stuff could potentially open probably more ways than close them in our heads, and so alcohol is not there to enlighten. You will not receive a big amount of enlightenment with alcohol. That's why they put the Bud Light, Bud Light, Light, on the bottle, because they want you to think that you drink the light of the sun. I told you that in the third video that I made here on this channel. I said, you see, on my buck, it's written Course Light, because they want you to think that you drink the light of the sun and you become enlightened by drinking alcohol, which is the total opposite. So it's an inverted society. That's what they make you think, but that's not what's happening. So people think that most people do not even see what I told you there, the light, because it should be written Lite. Miller Light is Lite, I think. But you go to Bud Light, Blue Light, it's all the light. They want you. They want subliminally. They make you drink the light, so you think you become enlightened by drinking beer. Hello. That's what I seen, but. Synthetic weed and drugs are really evil. Balt, salt, speed, coke, mescaline, yeah, for sure. I would like to try ayahuasca one day. Opening parts of my brain that I never use. Sounds cool, but freaking. I'm not for that. I'm not up for that. I have my. I don't. I have my high doing this here. It's a high. I don't. I want to get to the inside of my to the inner realm, but by myself, and I don't want to have to use extra stuff like ayahuasca and I've had experience with mushrooms and stuff, and it's not really my thing. I've done a lot of drugs when I was young. I tried them all. Tried the whole thing you just named there pretty much. So I know what it can do. So I'm not, I stay far from the hard stuff now and the stuff that can affect my presence in the moment. My presence in the moment, that's very important because now with drugs, you're out of the moment. You're not here. You're not here. You're out of the moment. So drugs, any kind of drug, anything that takes you out the moment and that make you have an experience with the moment, because that's all there is. You want to have an experience with ayahuasca, with cannabis, with cocaine, with this, with that, MDMA, name them. But you're away, you don't have an experience with the moment during that time. What is it worth it to live here? The moment or the ecstasy of the drugs and stuff that takes you out the moment? This is why I be very careful about what I consume and I stick to cannabis, because cannabis doesn't take me out the moment, doesn't make me sign out, doesn't stop me from functioning. You see what I mean? That's in that sense. But anything that take me out the moment, I'm off of it. So ayahuasca, not a thing for me. I'm not even interested. Not even. I said before I wanted to try it, but now that I'm more in touch, that I get my eye now more and more in the present moment and get in touch with the moment. I don't need anything I want to be in touch with the moment. So why would I take myself out of the moment more? Doesn't make sense. In my head, doesn't make sense. So I don't want to be taken out. I don't want to sign out. I want to sign in. I want to sign back in. With the moment and with me and all the beauty that surrounds me. But I stick to cannabis, and that's the only thing I consume, and no alcohol, nothing, just cannabis, and I get it mid-skull also, so it's not, I don't consume stuff fully sprayed and makes you cough like crazy. It's all mid-skull, and I stick to it, and I've tried salvia once. OMG, I was part of the couch that I was sit on and saw a flat plane on salvia. Really, the world as a paper. Yeah, it happened to me. That on give me ganja, then how me to give me ganja and only ganja. I don't want to know anything but all the other drugs, all the other stuff. I stay far from that. So to say that cannabis is a gateway drug, yeah, it could be a gateway drug, but to the fridge. That's what I see. To me, it's a gateway drug to the fridge, not to, because if it's, it's your state of mind that's going to bring you to other drugs. If you want to develop, if you have people that put you in touch with the present moment around you and makes you develop that power and that focus in the present moment, you will not be so tempted to go to these things that take you out and make you numb to reality. That's why children and teenagers consume drugs, because they're very misaligned. They have no guidance. Children today have no guidance. The parents are freaking sleeping big time. Most of them go like drone robots in Babylon. They have no guidance, and they don't hear the voice of their parents other than freaking nagging at them and being hypocrite. The parents are very, very hypocrite. Very hypocrite. Terrible. The hypocrite they are. That's why it's a time where we should really empower our children. It's a decade where we, not only a decade, a time where we should, I don't know, look into our eyes as parents and say, hey, what's happening with my children? Are they going to end up just like me? Is that what I want? Maybe your ego is so big that you cannot conceive that your children will get more than you. A lot of parents are like that, are hypocrite that way, that they cannot conceive that their children live their dreams because they're afraid they're not going to call back or something. But, you're here to experience life, not to get attached to people, to mommy and daddy all your life. You're here to spread your wings and fly. That's what you have to do. I knew that, I understood it. I overstood that young. I moved out at 17. 17, I was out on my own, and I had to figure it out. I had to start figuring out at 17. So that's very good. That I know gave me a lot of strength. And after that, a year after, I flew to Vancouver. I said, I'm getting out of here. That's too fucking wide. 17-year-old in the street in Trois-Rivières with my friends. They were only doing drugs and low stuff. So I said, I want to get out of this. I went to Vancouver, flew to Vancouver and stayed there for 2 years. But that was a great. You know, I had the experience. When I was young, I was very, very, very present with the moment, very much, and not in material. I've never been into material. That's never been so much my life. Toys and shit, and I always been on the path of awakening. I always been on that path. It's just at one point I went back to sleep for about 10 years. For about 10 years, I went back to sleep. Maybe more than 10 years. And after that, I started to wake up and smell the beauty of life and everything that it had to offer me in the present moment. If I was becoming present with the moment, and that is another way, a best way to be present is to wake up. To wake up, you'll be present with the moment. Clean and clear is best, Cindy. I go through clean out stages. Sometimes I just don't want Genja either. Like, yeah, me too. Me too. Sometimes I need nothing. Very often I need moments of clarity. And that I get it with. No drugs, no cannabis, nothing. You need that. I'm not stoned all day long. I have my moments that I need my clarity too. And that's very important. And if you're addicted to substances like alcohol and you need your joint to function, come on. You will never have that moment of clarity. And what is clarity? It's power. Yeah. So you need clarity for sure. You cannot be always on drugs and buzzed out on coffee, on pot, on whatever pills or that's what people do. They take pills or they some kind of a thing to cover their misalignment or their need to just be present with the moment. You don't need pills for anxiety. You don't need pills for that. Pills to sleep. And beer and you're present in the moment and you're fully experiencing the moment, making something out of it too. When I say experience the moment, it's not just sit down and look at life and say, oh, I'm present with the moment. No, it's to create something also. Every breath you take, from the moment you start waking up to who you are, every breath you take, you become more alive, more powerful, more stronger. So you got to bring something out of this. Like I say, it's good to meditate, but let the meditation of your heart be the words from your mouth. Let the meditation of your heart be the words from your mouth. Very important. You cannot meditate and not let anything come out of there. That's what they want. They want us to meditate on top of a mountain, meditate, and not let anything come out. Me, I say, let the meditation of your heart be the words from your mouth. Biggity! Yeah. Biggity! Perfect It's Manny? Check him out. Perfect It's Manny. One of my probably favorite reggae artists out there for sure. Great man also came on the Truman Show. The first one to come on the Truman Show. He gave me a lot of strength at the beginning. I give thanks to Craig a lot for that. Yeah. I don't know if he's listening to me somewhere, but I know he must hear me. I'm one of those hypocrite parents, yes. No, parents are hypocrite. Parents are hypocrite, they're very hypocrite, and that's what I've realized myself, because that I'm trying not to be hypocrite with my children. So I've seen that how hypocrite I could have been before and how I was, and just not doing our homework. We say we love our children, but we feed them scrap Kool-Aid and pogos and shit like that, and pizzas and cheese and everything that to bring the vibration down. My son Gavin loves fruit a lot more than fucking pizza and shit. So he sees fruit and he freaks out. Just that to me is a very good. Sam too. Sam is very good. Abby's gonna get there. It's just their mind also is not your mind, your children. You gotta understand that. Understand that they have to figure it out. You want them to figure it out. Not to suffer, but you want them to figure it out. And sometimes suffering is necessary also. In Toronto, working at 17, similar types of people, Jenik. That's it. I was out at 16 on my own, Red Rose. Pretty much similar to me. I was out at 17 on my own, and it was good. I really appreciated that my mother accepted to let me go. I said, I'm okay, don't worry about me. I did some crazy shit during the time I was alone, but today I realized that it was to experience life. It was to experience, because I needed those experiences, because I was pretty fucking wild when I was young. I was very I thought I was rebel. I thought I was rebel, but I don't think I was rebel. I think I was rebel against the wrong thing, against the system, against society, against the police, against everything that has to do with society. But when I had to rebel is against myself. I had to find the enemy inside and slay it one by one. But I didn't know that when I was young. If I knew then what I know now, things would be different. But that's not the way my life has turned out, and I embrace for the way that turned out. And it might not be the best, but I make the best of it. Might not, the life that you have might not be the best, but it's your responsibility to make the best of it, to not have an half experienced life. Because if you settle for the crumbs, if you settle for the mediocrity and all that, you will have an half experienced life. But you can start today designing a life that is not mediocre. And mediocre, I'm not talking about material stuff. I'm talking about this mediocrity of the mind that will lead you to all that nonsense, the alcohol and all that shit. If you're mediocre up there, you will love the mediocre stuff in society. The low vibration stuff, you will get addicted to it. But get out the mediocrity mind state and really, each and every day, cultivate your mind, cultivate your strength, get stronger. Only that can save us. Only the strengthening of our mind can save us. Nothing else. So you got the choice. It's your choice after all. Not me. I don't come and push nothing on you. I just come and share my thoughts and share my experience with life, because I'm not having a half experience life anymore. Even though I think it's 3/4 experience now. I'm getting to the full experience, but I'm maybe at 3/4 now, because I'm more and more present with the present moment. And I think just by refocusing our energy in the present, not thought so much, but energy in the present, and you really stop let ourselves immobilized by fear. Very important if we want to move forward. Acknowledge what's going on. It's called life. Don't freak out. You might have been asleep for a couple years, a few years, maybe decades asleep. Who knows? But as long as you have breath going through your nostril, you can create a salvation. You can create a magnificent life. Even if you're old, 70-year-old, what stop you? It's not old 70. I think old is more 90, 100. 70, I think it's still young. It's not old 70 years old. I will not feel old at 70. I'll feel old if I reach 100. Then maybe start feeling old. I'll look old anyway. I'll probably look older than now. It would be interesting to see. I would like to make it there for sure. I would like to make it to 200 if I can, because I want to experience life. I love life. I love life. If I can be here to 200 years old, fuck, leave me here for sure. I want to stay here the maximum I can stay for sure. That's all I have. It's life. Why would I want to leave? Why would I want to sign out? Why would I want not be present with the moment? That's all I have is life right now, right here. That's all I have. Talking, vibing, breathing, looking, smelling, hearing. That's all I have. What is it? What else after? Maybe I'm gonna have something else, but I don't know. Can someone come back and prove us there's some? So focus in the moment. Focus in the moment in making this life free and beautiful for you, for your loved ones, you deserve it. We all deserve to have better days, to have better life, less mediocrity of the mind, and just find out who we really are while we're here. Because you're not going to be able after. Once you're signed out for real, you won't come back. Not in this body anyway. I don't know if you come back anyway. All I know is I'm here right now. That's all I know. That's one thing I know. I don't doubt it, because I can doubt. I can think about the what's after and stuff, but it's only belief. What I know is I'm here right now in this moment. That I know it for sure. So that's one thing I should really focus on is the moment, because that's all I know is I'm here right there and now. The rest, where will I be in 2 days, in 3 years, in 10 years? It's none of my control. I don't think it's in my control. I think it's more the divine vibe that take care of this. I just got to be present with the moment, because just that is hard for us with the society we live in. So if I give myself the chance to be present with what is happening right now, I can do magic. I know that. I know I can do magic. I can feel it. So yeah, so we built yurts and windmills. I took whole terms as special studies and went to Jamaica, made art. I live in the ceramic studio making and firing clay. Great learning experience. Yeah, I would love to go see your studio one day, Suzanne, for sure. And anything one was passionate about, there was an instructor to work with individual or group to learn as we choose. That the kind of school we need. Yeah, I was a responsible person, worked, paid tax, did what was right, and so I thought. But the devil was on my tail. That rat bastard. That's it. He's all on our tail. The devil is on each and everyone's tail. We all have the devils on our tail. It's come on, it's inside us too. So we have to clear the. That's why the mediocrity is the evil ways. It's all that stuff. So really important to get rid of that rat bastard, the evil freaking ways that we have, so we can rise and shine like gem, like what we are. We're all little gem, little luminaries, little. So we must shine. We must shine. That's our duty. It's your duty to shine. You're a gem. So why don't you shine? Just because society put some kind of visible cage on you and you accept it and you have dealt with it all your life and you're comfortably numb in your cage. But break out that freaking invisible cage and tell the world what you came to do here. Yeah, you came to do something just like me, just like many people. I'm starting to give up on this wicked world. It will stop in its tracks one day. Hear that loud voice stop. So me, I'm out, and I'll be back another now. We'll be Truman Show is only Wednesday with LMK. Eve Lamarca. From France, en français. Truman Show en français mercredi. Mercredi matin. But I'll be here still and do my thing. Keep doing my thing. Keep on rising. Keep on shining. And we'll let the divine vibes take care of the rest. How's that sound? That sounds great. So, rise and shine. Live your dreams. He is out. 8 viewers. 8 o'clock. He's out.